Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy, Khoi. I want to share with you guys something really quickly. When I was a young man and I was on dating apps, online dating, Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, you name it, I was on them all. I was looking for love. That's the promise of dating apps, right? You go on there, you have this big collection of women. They're offering themselves to you. They're advertising themselves. And you swipe on them, swipe right for yes, swipe left for no, I don't want to be with this bitch. And sometimes you match with a girl, sometimes you send them messages and they reply back. And sometimes they agree to go on dates with you. And that's how a lot of these men nowadays get into relationships, by going online, swiping on girls, asking them out, going on dates, and then eventually they find someone whom they click with and they become boyfriends and girlfriends, right? I'm not denying that dating apps don't work. I think they do work. And based on the amount of friends that I have who are now in a committed relationship or are married, they've met their partners through online dating. And so it does work for some people, I have to agree. But what if I tell you that times have changed and now things have become different? You know, when dating apps first come out in the early 2010, it was the biggest thing ever. I don't know what you call it, but like it's such a new thing that only a small handful of people were adopting it. They are the early adopters, and like with anything, man, any trends, if you are the early adopters, then you are most likely gonna get the cream of the crop. And then next you have the people who are a little bit more undecisive, a little bit more skeptical. And then you have the deniers. I think you all have heard of this before. So with any boom, you got the early adopters getting in first, and they are usually the ones who found success in dating, using online dating. And a lot of my friends who are now in relationships from online dating, they started when they were in this early phase. But times have changed. I will share with you what I have discovered through the months and the years that I've been on online dating. And these revelations might shock some of you. Some of you might have experienced this before, and this might come as no surprise, and it might even reinforce your beliefs even further. You know, as much as I like to say that the real world is nothing like the online world, this statement, I realized over time, has become untrue. Because we do spend a large amount of time online nowadays. What do we do when we wake up? We check Instagram, we check Facebook, we check our Gmail. Who checks their work email when they wake up in the morning? No, I don't do that. That's bullshit. But yeah, we are basically living online 24/7. Even me, a YouTuber, even me making these videos, I cannot escape this, I don't know, this normal part of life. This is the new normal now. We spend time online, so it has become the real world. The real world has become the online world. And online dating, these dating apps, they are no longer used for strictly dating. My revelation is that sometimes when I go on these dating apps, I find the worst of the worst in human behavior. And yeah, I know there are bad and good people everywhere, but now online dating has become such a norm. Everybody is on it. You see your co-workers on there, you see your teachers, hell, you even see the kids you're babysitting on there. Isn't that scary? What are we doing, man? I want to link this back to porn websites. There's this meme circulating around of someone recognizing their high school teacher on the hub, and all the comments that replied to that comment said that, oh, you also had Mrs. X. She was also my high school teacher. And isn't that scary, guys? There's no anonymity anymore. People recognize you everywhere. Drugs dealers, they use Tinder nowadays. And I think the straw that broke the camel's back, I think the reason why I don't want to go on online dating anymore was because of that girl. You know, several weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, I made a video about me losing my virginity to this Tinder girl. And we had been going back and forth. We kept in contact for a while after that video. And I think the straw that broke the camel's back was when I was driving her after we had a shameful moment in the car at this remote location. She pulled out a knife, and when I was driving and she pulled out the knife, I looked at her and I said, "What's that for?" And she said, you know, sometimes when I get with a guy, they're so crazy that I now have to come prepared in case something happens. And that sent shiver down my spine. What has the world come to when people no longer trust each other? And I know I'm too naive to be complaining about this, because women, they have always been the weaker sex. They have always been the oppressed. So it makes sense that whenever they see a new man, a stranger, that they need to be cautious. Even my sister, I know that whenever she goes out by herself at night, whenever she comes home late from work, she has to be cautious because of how society is, because of how us men are, because of how fucked up society is. I don't deny that at all, but even when I have become vulnerable, I have shared myself completely with another person, there's still a possibility that I could get stabbed that day because of a woman not trusting men. What I tell you next might shock some of you guys. You know, guns, the gun laws here in Australia is pretty strict. You got to have a license, and you got to pass background checks. But what if you know people in your circle? Obtaining a gun might be easier than you think. You see, Tinder, online dating in general, has become this place for people to not only meet new people, but also a place for more shady businesses, aka drugs. guns, crime. And I live in a small country town, and imagine if it's already this bad. Imagine someone out there in the big cities using these apps. What kind of mess they're gonna get into. I've seen girls promoting their sex work on Tinder. I've matched with a few actually, they are strippers. And I know that with the right price, they're gonna do this. They're gonna do this to a random man who's willing to pay the price. What this girl did next when I was driving her that really made me question my life decisions was that she said she got a gun just in case, because of things that have happened in the past, of her not getting money from people buying drugs from her. I think I've said enough about this girl for you to know that she is not in the normal part of society. She's running away from the law, let's put it that way. And she got a gun, a handmade gun. I don't want to snitch on anybody, but let's just say that it's a handmade gun. It's not registered, it's just a handmade gun. And she knows people who can supply her with the right equipment. And it's scary. It really scares me, man. And that's why I had to stop seeing this girl. I've blocked her. God forbid she finds my channel. She already knows where I live, so I'm fucked. Anyways, guys, I got night shift tonight. Please pray for me. I know I'm gonna crush this, but I still need your prayers. I'm gonna have dinner now, and yeah, I'll keep making these videos on my break, and I'll probably upload them tomorrow. In the meantime, stay strong. Get off the fucking dating apps. Find a normal, healthy social circle to be with. Find people who actually care about you in the real life. Stay safe. There's a lot of risks using online dating, and I'm just speaking from experience. I'm a normal guy. I'm the most normal guy ever, like the most average human being, and I'm experiencing this. So without a doubt, some of you out there might run into this also, and I do not want you to end up being shot, being manipulated, losing your money, losing your life, losing your soul. Right? Because I do care about you guys, and I'm not motivated by fame, nor money, nor notoriety. I'm not motivated by any of that. I'm motivated by love. I love you guys, and I do not want you guys to go through this. Okay? Anyways, guys, stay strong. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Peace.